What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining me. We are here for the end of season review stroke preview. We're 2 days away from the reset, so we can see what the expectations are for next season. I thought that'd be quite cool to implement that into the episode as well. So end of season, we survived. We finished mid-table. I think that calls for a giant cup of coffee. I think it does. How many videos do you watch where the YouTuber decides to have a cup of coffee as the stream goes on? I think it fits quite well. A nice relaxed, a nice review, a nice recap of how the season has gone. So, as you know, since the stadium got dropped from 4.5 to 2,500, I've been so pissed off. Well, this happened at the end of the season. So the board announced increased standing area to hold an extra 2,500. We already had that. And the planned expansion works costing 230. They've took a loan out and it's been held by some grant from the authorities. It's expected to take 9 months to complete. So, while the development takes place, we're going to be playing at a regional athletics stadium. So what I want to do is I want to start by going in one of them to the finances, the facilities. Brilliant. So we play in the 6,000 all-seater stadium till it's done. We are due to move back to the 5,000 capacity Broadhurst Park after planned expansion. The expansion of Broadhurst Park completed on the 3rd of the 2nd, 2023. So it's going to go up to 5,000. That's not too bad, but again, maybe 3 or 4 seasons down the line, we're going to need that doubled in my opinion, because I just think 5,000 is just not going to be adequate for what I'm needing. I mean, if we're looking to push on to the Championship and the Premier League level, 5,000 is not. I don't even think 5,000 is adequate enough for League One. So it's going to be interesting to see, and it's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on, because the next stage we're going to go on before we go on to some facilities and stuff, we're just going to quickly look at the finances. So, in terms of income and expenditure, you can see we did get quite a bit of money over the last couple of months. We got a solidarity repayment, which gave us 525k, sponsorship of 169, and that's coming just for this season. So that's not going to be a monthly thing. So that was quite nice. It did boost us back up, so we were up to 434 because we lost an absolute fortune. Look, 700k. The finances have reset for the new season already. In terms of the general side of things, Bram Ellison is... Where have I gone? Really? So Bram Ellison and Carl Marginson are in the Legends, yep. I am not an icon. And I am not on favourite personnel. What? Why would I be removed from favourite personnel? Oh, I'm sorry, did the highest position in the club's history upset the fans? Work that out. But that makes no sense. That makes no sense. We've just finished the highest position ever. My job's still secure. I just got offered the Carlisle job. Let me see if I can find it. So he got sacked. Our second favourite take over Carlisle. They were delighted that I turned it down. Surely I should be somewhere on the list still. And the fans should understand this. That I just turned down a job to a club who's going into the Championship. Well, I was showing you that hoping I'd gone up to an icon. I freaking dropped off. End of season review. Players wise, Tony Gomez topped with 19 goals in 23, 12 assists for Billy Waders, and we're going to go through all the players individually in a second. Pass completion was Rory Ring in a few games played. Bram Ellison are the ones who played the most. Average rating, Ryan Williams, Billy Waders, Tony Gomez, Bram, Simpson, and Reed. So we'll go back to the normal. Let's go through all the players, shall we? So the first one is Daniel Nizic. He still has 1 year left, so he is going to stay. There is another goalkeeper to show you who's coming in, already arranged. Little preview there. The next person is James Reed. Now, our defensive midfielder, our absolute rock. I mean, how he's only 2.5 stars beyond me. 122 appearances for the club. Just a fantastic player. Average 7.22 this season. And when we go on to his stats screen, as you can see, in terms of passing, 2,670, 2,000 completed. Passes complete per game, you're looking 39. Tackles, 87% tackling completion in defensive midfield. I mean, wow. The next person we're going to look at is Sebastian Remmerberg. I'm going to probably look to move him on. He's complaining a lot. He's not getting really much football. He did average a 7.07 in the league, so there is a chance I could keep him, but he's probably going to end up forcing himself to move away. The next one is Rory Ring, a player who I do think I'm going to keep hold of. He's been out on loan 3 times this season at Barrow, Accrington and Halifax. Never did fantastic for them, but he has the stats and the ability, I think, to come in when needed to this team. The next one, this is an interesting one. Carl Shaw, he's got a 1 in 3 goal record for us, and he's a player who I really do want to give a chance to. But he's just not settling in when he plays. He seems to not do as well as he seems to do. He's got a 1 in 3 record, but just doesn't seem like it. So I'm unsure whether he's going to stay. He's definitely going to go out on loan because he's asking for that for 3 months at least. The next one is Lee Simpson, one of my superstars, along with Bram, along with Reed. Another guy who's here for at least another 7 years because of the contract extensions I've got available. He's not going to move into the middle next season, guys, so you are going to see another season of him playing on the wing. He's not ready for the middle, and plus Ryan Williams still is at the club for at least another year, and he's just gone in the team of the year for League 2, so he deserves another season in there, so Lee Simpson will move there. He's another player we're going to look at the stats. Out on the wing, 2,338, 1,747 complete, 32 passes a game, 64% tackling percentage, 39% shot accuracy. Not the best, 120 dribbles though, so he's dribbling quite well. He's not doing too bad, quite a few mistakes, but is that because he's out of position? Possibly. His pass percentage could go up, but I think he's going to improve with age. So the next one is Ben Swift. Now his contract is running up and he will not be signing a new contract, so he is a player who straight away will be leaving us. The next one is Hugh Ward. More than likely going to be our second choice goalkeeper next season, which would mean Nizic has dropped down to third choice, but sometimes these decisions are going to be made, and I think Nizic has reached the end of his tenure at the club. The only thing with Hugh is his one-on-ones, which is something I'm going to hopefully sort out. When we go on his stats, for example, he's saving 75% of his the shots he's facing. So the next one is Billy Waiters. He's got at least another 3 years at the club. He's 27, fantastic player, 7.37 average. He's doing so well when he does play, so he's definitely going to stay in the club. The next one is the superstar, guys. I mean, this guy, he's been in his 82 appearances for the club. I think he got in the team of the year last year in the Conference Premier. Team of the year now for the League 2 in central midfield. He's just unbelievable. I don't know how he's only got a 2-star rating and he's labelled as a useful player. He's outstanding, guys. I mean, when we go on his stats here, so 3,433 passes, 76% completion, 58 times a game average he's passing the ball. Shot percentage is quite low, tackling isn't the best, but he does a job. 8 assists. I mean, when you go across 95 dribbles throughout the season, only 74 mistakes. That's not too many. He's definitely a player who I do really, really like. The next one is Jamie Adams. He's been on loan. He will be going back. He's not coming back next season, so that's the last we're going to see of him at the club. Arbeloa is retiring, so again, it's the last we're going to see him at the club. He only played 9 games in total for us. Never really impressed, so it was nice to have him. He sold some shirts. 39 years old, wishing the best for retirement. The next one is Will Beasley. He's now been with us since 2019. 117 times played for us. He's still a fantastic player, guys. He's got at least another year on his contract. I'm probably going to try to extend it. Definitely a player I want to keep at the club. He doesn't do much wrong, so he deserves to be at the club. The next one is Bell Baggy. Contract's up, doesn't have a contract. 95 times in the 4 years he's been with us. 5 seasons, I think it is. He's going now, guys. He's not staying with us. He's not going with us next season, so we wish him well. 30 years old. Good luck in the future. The next one is Pepe Castano. This is a player who confuses me. Potential to be the best player in the club. Really good stats. He's only 23. He's played 61 times for us. He's got a poor average rating. And when we go on the stats, 82% tackle completion. But headers ratio, he's only winning 66% of his headers, guys. And it's confusing. Also, his passing completion. He's told to pass short, pass simple, pass safe. And he's still only getting a 57% pass completion. So he's another player who I seriously need to look and see, why is he doing so bad? Next one is Cameron Dawson. He would be the 4th choice goalkeeper if he stayed, but his contract's running out. He's going to leave. He never actually made a full-time professional appearance for us, only non-competitive. So he was a good backup while he was here, but unfortunately he just never got into the first team. The next one is the superstar. It's Bram Ellison. 202 appearances. He is a legend at the club, even though I'm not even a favourite personnel now. He's just a player who I absolutely worship. He's been with us since day 1, 2015, if you remember. First season for us, he came in, didn't play, but he was there. And then after that, he's just nailed it. I mean, this season here, he only played the 7 times, but after that, he just, look at this. After that time, he just propelled to stardom. When we go on the stats, 78% pass accuracy, 69% tackle accuracy, some dribbles per game. Shot accuracy isn't the best. It's definitely something for him to work on. But all round, he's a decent player. Just under 50 passes completed per game, per 90 minutes. So definitely a player who's done well for us. The next one is Valentine Djurkai, a player who came in 2020. He's played 70 times for the club now, guys, and he's just a great player, and he's definitely with us for at least another 3 seasons. So that'll take him up to his 31. He's just an awesome player, 6.9 average. And as you'll see on the stats, his heading percentage is still only 66 as well. It's so confusing, guys. I genuinely can't work it out. Especially when you're looking in all other competitions, it's quite high, apart from the FA Cup. But in the league, it's down 66. In Capital One Cup, it was 85 in the 2 games. So it's quite strange how it drops in certain competitions. A better passing percentage, but not by much, guys. So it's really frustrating. But again, hopefully they can improve that. The next guy is Tony Gomez. 85 appearances for the club, 52 goals. I mean, that is just outstanding. When we go into the reports, onto the stats, guys, you can see he's just a player who has performed. He's a player who does what he's asked to do. He's asked to score goals. 60% shot accuracy on target. He only had 72 shots in all competitions this season. On target, 43, and he scored 20 goals. He's just a fantastic talent, really is, and he's definitely with us for at least 2 more seasons. He's now only 23 as well, so already having 50 goals for us is just awesome. The next one is Rory Hale. He will be leaving us in the summer, so there's not much to say about him. He only played 2 times for us, guys, in the whole time at the club, so he will be gone. Next one is Stuart Holland. We're nearly at the end. He will be going back to Norwich. He only played 7 times for us on loan. Never really impressed when he did come in. But then his favourite position is defensive midfield, and when you're up against James Reed, you're not going to get on the side. The next one is Tim Jarvis. Stats wise, 7.18, so he performed, but he never really got a chance again because Ryan Williams, Team of the Year player, kept him out. Possibly might come back because I do need someone in that position, but I'm unsure. But he didn't play enough, so he might actually just not even want to come back. The next one is Reddy Johnson. He is also retiring at the end of the season. He only played 2 times for us and ended up going out on loan at Cheltenham. I didn't need him. My players stayed fit. My defence stayed strong, so I didn't really have to rotate. The next player is Richie Jones. I signed him on a long contract. I had a lot of hope for him, but he came in, did a 7, but just didn't impress me, guys. So he just never really got into the team. And then he started complaining, and as soon as he started complaining, they don't get into my side. He's been complaining about football, so I basically dropped him. Next one is Ryan Lloyd, another player who came in. He's played 13 times. I signed him, paid money for him. I really did think he would do well. Never massively impressed, but he did fairly well. I was rotating him and he was actually playing, but then he started complaining about not getting football, so I just automatically dropped him. I said, well, if you're not happy, leave. So I dropped him, and since then he's not really featured. So if he leaves, he leaves. If he decides to stay, I'll give him another year and see his contract out and see how he does. The next one is Zach Mills, who has signed a new contract again, guys. He's gone up. He's now 1.5 star rating, 6.93 average, 11 assists in the league. He's just such a good player. 200 appearances now. He smashed the 200 mark last game of the season. He's just a player who never stops doing well. His long throws are lethal, and he's just a fairly decent defender. He doesn't do bad. I mean, if I go on the report, what's his actual stats? Let's have a look. 76% tackle accuracy, 394 interceptions, 62% pass accuracy. Could improve, but he does pass a lot, 3,000 passes, so he's definitely on the ball a lot. And then we're back to Nizic. So before we go on to future transfers, let's just check myself out. So, wow, my stats are going up. 18 for attacking, 11 defending, fitness, goalkeeping, technical, technique, mentals, wow. I mean, if you go on to episode 1 and see how they started, these have just gone insane. 343 times I've managed now. Winning 139, drawing 96, losing 108. Win percentage of 40%. As you can see, personal, I've got a gold, a silver and a bronze. Team-wise, we've won a gold and a bronze. I'm 1 in a tiny bit star reputation. And if you see, I am currently studying for my Content A license. We are going through them all. We start at the lowest and we're only going to be 1 away from the highest license possible. Which is nice, definitely nice. So, yeah, my contract wise, I think it runs out next year. Yeah, it runs out next year, but hopefully I can keep that. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump forward and we're just going to see what the expectations are for next season, guys. And you know what, guys? I've jumped forward to do this, and I totally forgot to go into the team stats and check out exactly how we did compared to the teams in the league. This is totally new to me, this type of review, going through all the team and players. So next season I will do it properly. I do apologise, hands up. But here we are. The 2022-2023 League 2 fixture list is announced, and we start with a trip to newly promoted Alfreton Town. First match at home is against Bolton. Derby match. Boxing Day we're playing against York. And last game of the season is away to York. So let's go through. Given 316k of TV rights over the season. We've been drawn at home to Derby. That'll be nice in the Regional Athletics Stadium. Can't wait to move back to Broadgate Park. The competition review. Let's check this out on this screen. I prefer this screen. So, League 2, avoid relegation battle. Okay? Yep. I like that. So, basically, if we were on mid-table, they'd be happy. FA Cup is reach the first round. And Capital One Cup is don't be outclassed. Well, we start in the first round, so woohoo. And Capital One Cup against Derby would be outstanding to somehow manage to turn them over. No, Norwich have some players I can get on loan. I shall check these out later, but I wanted to show you transfers. and I will do it now, I think. So what we're going to do is go on to the shortlist to start with. So there's a couple of players who I've got my eye on at the minute, guys. So the first one is Jack Rodwell, someone who we had in on trial last season, you will remember. But he decided to go to Seattle instead of us. I don't understand why. His contract runs out there in a few months, and I think he'll be an interesting player to come in if he's willing to come in now we're a league higher. The next player is someone who I'm touting to try to bring in now. Juan Torres, my scout found him. My scout's been watching him over and over. So hopefully he will come. I'm trying to get him on loan. He's got a year left on his contract, so fingers crossed, guys. The next person, he's just signed a new contract. His contract was run out a day ago. Aaron Collins from Newport is officially removed from the shortlist. So the next person is John Fradua. Now, my scout found this guy fairly decent, good mentals, good physicals for his age. He's a player I'm keeping my eye on, seeing if I can pick him up for about 10k. Estimated cost compensation is 19.5. I've just been waiting for my scouts to get back in touch, and they are fully scouted on him now. And the next one, his contract's running out next week. I'm going to get him in on trial and just kind of watch him better. I can nearly see 99% of his stats again because he's been getting scouted early on in the season. So yeah, I think he's a decent player, 26 years old. He's done fairly well for Stuttgart too. The next person, here we go. The next person is another striker. Can't see much about him. Again, his contract's run out, and again I'm going to get him in on trial. For BMG 2, he scored 2 goals in the only game he's played for them. His dribbling, first touch and finishing, and some of his mentals alone get me excited enough to check him out. So the next one is our only confirmed signing of the summer. We have a new goalkeeper for next season, guys, and this is him. So he's coming in on a free from Germany, 20 years old. He's coming in on a 4-year deal. I'm genuinely excited. I think he's a decent player. His all-round keeping is better than what we've got. As you see, he won the UEFA Under-19 Championships with Italy. So he must be half Italian, is he? Well, I hope so, otherwise that makes no sense. Yes, he is. So so he won that with Italy. So fair play to that. He's Under-19 international. And he is coming into our club. And the last person I'm scouting and possibly getting in on trial, now the pre-season is starting, is Matty Dawson. Looks a decent talent. Looks like he deserves a chance. He's coming in from Man City, who've released him. But they are the players who we're looking to bring in. So not too many, but as you saw, there wasn't many players leaving. Probably if I get 3 of them in, including the keeper, so that's 2 more signings, I would be happy. I genuinely think we've got decent signing. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm sticking with the players too much? Do you think I'm doing the right thing by sticking with these players for so long? And also let me know why I'm not on the favourite personnel anymore. What's going on here? I mean, I genuinely started to think I was missing my name. Tony Gomez has replaced me. He wasn't on before. I've been dumped. I've been dumped off. I genuinely can't understand it. But yeah, I mean, if go on the competition screen now, how's it look? That's nice, isn't it? 2020, 2021, and now we up in this division. What's on the records? Let's have a look. Highest league position, first. When was that? Oh, that must have been at some point we went top of the league. Maybe the first game of the season. Really, that surely can't count. Highest attendance. Did we set any of these? Average attendance, 3,729 last season. Biggest win, we didn't do that. Biggest defeat, we did that. Brilliant. Highest scoring game, okay. Transfer, highest paid 25k, highest received 10. Most caps, Jerome Wright 304. Bram Ellison is gunning for him. Top league scorer is Stuart Rudd. Highest average is Ryan Williams, 7.7. Youngest player, Kieran O'Toole. And I can't select him, he might have retired. Fastest goal, 27 seconds, Tony Gomez. Most goals in the match was Gilchrist. Most assists was Sam Bell still. I'd love to get him back. Youngest goal scorer was Andrew Morton, who's actually retired now. I feel bad now. Sequences, most games won in a row. That wasn't us. Most games lost in a row without losing. Sorry. But yeah, most games lost in a row. That was us. Most games without scoring, without winning 12. Yep, that was us again. Most games without scoring 6. Yep, that was us. Most games without conceding. That was us. 6. Thought would have been higher. Okay, tactical wise, I'm thinking because we expect to basically not get in a relegation battle, I'm going to stick with the same 3. I was planning on going in with this as our opening tactic, but I think we're going to have to stick with the 5-5, guys. I know some people think it's a bit too defensive, but it's done as well. This is the 8th season as manager of FC United Manchester, and I am so pumped. Next episode we're going to have the kit launch. Next episode we're going to get into the season. Next episode, guys, season 8 begins. Make sure you're there, and also make sure you check out Creating a Legacy playlist if you've just come across it and you want to go back. White Tigers Rising by Colin, and remember to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop it a like. I will see you guys tomorrow when season 8 starts, and I am pumped.